a Rancho lemon meringue pie. So welcome to all of you. Cornstarch, sugar, salt, lemons, eggs, and vanilla extract, a little bit of cream of tartar, and you should be good to go. And wait a little bit till the room populates here. My backup here assistant, there he is, Chris, good to see you, who hand-picked all these lemons today, and I do appreciate that very much. You picking them. So I'm gonna put this lemon juice in. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome, Shimei. Welcome to you. Hey, Rolf, how are you? I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Put that a little high on the stick today, so hopefully we get a good angle on here. All right, we're going to have some pie. Stony Jenkins, good to see you. And we're going to be talking about some hacks along the way and some of the dangers and pitfalls of making a lemon meringue pie. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Smelly Cat. Shimei, everybody else. Chris is gone out today and hand-picked some lemons here that we're going to be using tonight for the pie. The first thing you're going to do with your lemons is you need to get the zest or the yellow on the outside of the lemon because, well, let's face it, that's where a lot of flavor is. Hello, Susie. Hello, Nocturnal, Smelly Cat, Steve Cox. Everything is going good. Danger in pie making, well, it's easy to screw it up. That's what I mean by danger in pie making. It's the easy thing to mess up. So the first thing you need to do, we're going to need to get 2 full tablespoons of lemon zest, and you guys can adjust accordingly to your particular how zingy you want the pie to be. So we're going to go ahead and watch your fingers on the box grater. I've already done a few steps that I'll talk about here. And I'm just using the box grater and rotating the lemon a little bit to get some of the great zest that's going to make an excellent pie tonight. And that's what your zest is going to look like on there. We're going to need 2 full tablespoons of that. And welcome you all to pie baking tonight on the Rancho. And Chris, that tree is loaded with lemons, isn't it?
It's loaded.
I don't think you had any problem finding some lemons tonight out there. The more you use, the zestier the pie will be. And I might change my top because it's a little warm tonight here with the oven going and everything. And I'm going to get 2 full tablespoons of this zest. It's going to take about 5 lemons to get that on here. All right. How are you, Brandon? How are you? Craft Beer Pours. Nice to see you tonight. You and you, beautiful Trish. Happy holidays to you and your wonderful family.
Hi, everybody.
Yep. We got Chris monitoring the side chats. Rich Life of Road Trips. And if you don't know his channel, sub him up. He's blowed up on YouTube. I'm just going to get a little more, watch your hands here on the box grater, okay? Watch your hands. I like to do the hard work first and then get easier. I've already knocked out some meringue, but we'll be talking about that. And that should be plenty of zest there. I'm going to wash this off here.
I didn't know that's where you got your zest.
That's where you get the zest from on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and change
so you
my
can eat
top.
that?
Well, it's got all the flavor of lemon, so I'm going to change my top real quick. It's too warm in there. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, a little more comfortable now. Yeah, let the breeze flow there. There's 2 tablespoons of lemon zest there, and I'm going to throw that in right with you need 5 eggs too, and you need to separate them. And we're going to talk about that. You need to perfectly separate them between egg whites and the yolk. And we're going to tell you why that's so critical for lemon meringue pies. Okay. We're going to go ahead and juice a couple of these lemons here. Let's get this good and dry. Let that dry out a minute. All right, we're going to cut our lemons in half, and we need to get about a half a cup of lemon juice here. We got our juicer here right over there. There we go. It's going to have some seeds in it, so make sure you have a good seed catcher. You can roll your lemons a little bit too to get more juice ready to flow out of them. Okay. These are called Meyer improved lemons, and we're going to get about a half a cup. Let's get one of these big boys here. And my juicer's got a nice seed catcher in it, so that makes it really nice. All right, this might be enough. These are very juicy lemons here. Yeah, just my mods remove that stuff immediately. It'll never show up in an after chat. We're going to roll that lemon a little bit. And Meyer lemons are so juicy. It doesn't take a lot to make a half a cup of juice here. So I'm going to get this and put this in a separate bowl here.
It's me typing, guys. It ain't no fake person.
Right, it's the real Chris here. So already that's about a half a cup. I'm going to cut one more lemon here. A little more isn't going to hurt anything. So you want to get a good half cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice. And I'm going to pour this also in with the eggs. You're going to have 5 eggs that are separated, egg whites and yolks. Okay. I'm going to dry this out good. All right. And hello everybody. How you doing, Triggered Vines? Good to see you. And we'll worry about cleanup in a little bit there. So I've got 5 egg yolks in here, about 3 tablespoons of lemon zest, and I've got about half a cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice in there. So, okay. And to this you can also put, let me get my phone back on for the recipe here. You can put 1 1/3 cups of sugar into this bowl right here. Okay, I'm going to put 1 1/3 cups of sugar in here.
We're going to dig me some clothes out, Rosie.
What's that?
I'm gonna dig me some clothes out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you want to do your wash or whatever?
I got some clothes I'm gonna go get.
Okay.
That way I have something different to work for.
Yeah, that's good. So that puts the 1 1/3 cups of sugar in that too. Okay. Just like so, we can set that all aside. And the last thing we have to do is put about 6 tablespoons of cornstarch in there, and I think I'll just add that now. So I like to dump the whole thing in, and then I'll wait a little bit on that. Set that aside. All right, most of the big prep is now done for the pie. I think I'm going to pour that into a big bowl here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need this lemon bowl anymore. Put the lemons aside here. How you doing, Coach? Good to see you. I'm going to put the lemons aside here and use this bowl, lemon bowl. And I'm going to transfer all this into here. Just a lot easier to deal with. Make sure to get all that goodness out. You can, if you have enough pots, I'm always kind of short of mixing bowls. Now we can go ahead and add our, we need 1 1/2 cups of water. I'm going to grab that. Okay. And we're going to need 6 tablespoons of cornstarch because you're going to need some thickener in here, okay? Where in the hell am I? Oh, my measures here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6 in there. And that's your basic filling is already done. 1/2 cup of lemon juice. 1 1/2 cups of water, 1 1/3 cups of sugar, 6 tablespoons of cornstarch, 5 egg yolks, 3 tablespoons of lemon zest, and we'll add a little melted butter into this in a bit too. Now we can grab our whisk and whisk this together real well. All right. We're not going to blind bake this. We're going to create a shell. And we're going to throw the shell in the oven there with it and bake the shell right along with it. So we can set that aside. Our filling is ready to go. Now it's time to make the shell, which is relatively easy to make. And I'm going to use shortening tonight. Three-quarters of a cup of vegetable shortening. Back to our bowl here. Welcome everybody. Welcome into pie night here on the Rancho. So we're going to use 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Let me grab the flour here. And tonight we're going to cut this in by hand. And I think shortening or cream cheese, if you have half a block of cream cheese softened with 2 cups of flour, that also does the job. Okay. All right. To sweeten the crust a little bit, we're going to just add a little bit of sugar to it. Right in there. Okay. And we're going to mix that together really well. What's up, Skunk? How you doing, Janie? Good to see you, honey. We're going to talk about some of the hacks It really make a lemon meringue pie difficult for some people. Now we're going to do about 3/4 of a cup of shortening in here. Okay, and I just eyeball it. Y'all can fill up a cup or do whatever you want on that. I think it makes it superior. It has less saturated fat than butter has, and it makes a crispier crust. We're going to add, I'm going to get a cup of ice cold water too. Put it in there. I'm going to let this water chill a bit because we're going to cut this in because it's going to be too dry otherwise. And if you want to have your favorite beverage, in the other hand, that's good too. Flour up your shortening here. And another great thing to have from Baking Supply is what's called a pastry cutter, okay? And you just take this and turn it into you're going to cut that shortening into very small bits in there, okay? If it clogs up, just clear it off. Keep going. We're going to try to get little pea-sized pieces of it here, okay? If you use butter, you got to use ice cold butter, okay? Because if the fats melt, it won't be flaky. Shortening tends to be flaky. All right. I'm rendering all that down. Okay. Shortening is more stable. All right, that's the secret your grandma had. I think that's pretty good right there. Have a counter here. We're now going to add some couple tablespoons. We're going to create a little well in the bottom here. Make sure I got that. A little well in the bottom there. I'm going to drop about 1.5, 2 tablespoons and just pull from the outside into the well so that the flour and sugar becomes uniformly moist and it'll start to get shaggy looking as you go along there. Okay. We don't want to add too much. It's generally going to be between 2 and 3 tablespoons of ice cold water, okay? All right. Now normally I would bake the shell first and then put the pie filling in, bring it up to temperature. These days, thanks to my friend Lisa Sweats and her recipe, I just bake the pie crust right along with the pie and it turns out great. I don't never blind bake again. All right, all that pain in the ass with pie weights and all that rigmarole. I'm continuing to whip that around real good. Make sure there's no dry spots. It gets shaggier and shaggier. And you want that to hold together really well. Still a bit dry. One of the reasons I like to make pie shells with shortening now. Okay, we want it damp and moist, but we don't want it soaking wet. As long as it's going to hold together good. Okay, I think that should be pretty good. We can now turn that onto the counter like so. We can work that a little bit down here. You want to have granite or a fairly cold surface. You don't want something that's hot. You can also refrigerate this a little bit. Another very useful tool to have is a bench scraper. Okay? For working, keeping the counter clean. All right. All right. We don't want to overwork it. And there we go. That's it. Now we're going to get our flour. And we're going to roll it out. We got our rolling pin here. Make sure to always wash your hands, okay, when you're making anything that other people are going to eat. Just common courtesy, right? All right. Now we're going to take some flour. We're going to put that on the counter here. We're going to move everything else aside. We're going to roll that out. Try not to get flour in the cracks of it, okay? A little bit of flour on top. You can also flour your rolling pin a little bit too, okay? All right. A little bit of that juice came out of the juicer. Won't hurt anything. Now we're going to roll it out. Put some flour underneath to keep it from sticking. A little bit of flour on top. Roll all the way to the edges. Okay. All right. Lift it up a little bit, put some more flour down. It should stay together pretty well. If any cracks develop, just close them up. It'll be fine. Okay. A little more flour on top. Try to roll it all the way to the edges there. Okay, we don't want a pie crust too thick. We can take our pie plate there, and we'll get a sharp knife. And we'll cut along. You need to be about an inch away, 3/4 of an inch away. Can make the excess into cookies and things like that, if you so choose, okay? All right, we'll set this aside now. I've greased that a little bit, and we're going to do one more roll here. We don't want it too thick, okay? All right, that looks very, very good there. Next step is tricky. We need to roll. I think this needs a little bit more of a roll here. Don't want it too darn thick. You want it about 1/8 to 3/8 of an inch. We're going to roll it right up on the rolling pin, just like that. Okay? And we're going to try to find that pinch. You can move it around in your pan a little bit. You can squeeze the edges up a little bit too. See the way I'm turning and rotating on this? Okay. And if you're a little short, you can always add some back. I got plenty of extra to work with here. Just roll that out right there. Give enough that you can tuck under the edge, okay? Really simple. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. All right. It's going to look roughly like that. At this point, you can do what's called docking the dough, docking the pie dough. Take a fork, just so it won't try to rise off the bottom there, okay? Looks just like that. Now take your outside edge and fold it under. Remember, if you don't have enough, you can always add some, okay? All right. That's pretty good. Now comes the artistry part of it. We're going to take our thumb and our forefingers just like so. Okay? Yeah, this is Lisa Sweats. She's the one that turned me on when I baked the buttermilk pie. She didn't talk about the crust, but it did call for an interesting crust. And I'm just going to push in on the sides. The inside has the fingers. Okay. We're going to go around here. And we're going to create that nice fluted edge here, okay? Just push it up a little bit and over the edge, okay? And it makes a very, very decorative crust. Yeah, Lisa's Sweats changed my whole, and I've been baking for years. All right, and there's a really nice pie crust there, okay? All right. All right, now we want to make sure that it holds its shape when it goes into the oven. So we're going to put it into the freezer. Okay. We're going to let that sit in there for about 15 minutes or so. It'll give me time to clean up here. Don't forget to stir your filling often. And then as soon as I get a little cleaned up, we'll talk about the trials and tribulations of making a proper meringue. Because when most people fail on a lemon meringue pie, they fail on the pie dough or the crust, or they fail on making the meringue. Now what's going to happen, normally you would bake that shell, you would put it in the oven and bake that for 15 minutes or so in the oven. That would be the standard way, but my way, you bake the shell right along with the pie, which is a totally new way of doing it for me, but it's had fantastic results. And it's a hell of a lot easier than fooling around with pie weights and blind baking and all that rigmarole. I didn't really like that too much, because I wasn't either, the crust was usually too crispy. Okay, and I didn't really like that too much. And I like to clean as I go. I don't like to have a big cleanup mess later. So, welcome in everybody. We're making a lemon meringue pie tonight. Okay, woo! All right. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy Hanukkah, and for my many Jewish friends out there. All right. I've got the oven preheated to about 350 degrees, okay? That cleanup is done. Put a few things away, and I think we're knocking this pie out in record time. All right, let me get this one big pot here. Hope y'all having a good night, and I'm going to crack a beer, and I'm going to talk about meringue. Washing a few dishes here. And to give you ladies and gentlemen a few tips on meringue. I'm not perfect, but I've baked a hell of a lot of pie on YouTube over many, 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 many years. And I've learned a thing or two about the right way and the wrong way to make meringue. Few more dishes to dry here. You're all done, your pie. Now why don't we freeze that? Because it holds its shape longer in the oven there. Okay? Won't be perfect. You will still have, it won't look that great, but it'll be okay. Alright. Put that here. And if you've noticed, I work at very, very high speed when I'm baking. Just because of experience, the more you bake, the better you get at doing it. All right. One more minute and I'm going to crack a beer here. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Our counter's in good shape down here. Woo, that's the way I like to see it. How you doing, Craig? Hey, Blackhearted, how you doing, honey? Nice to see you. Let me crack a beer here. I don't know if I need these big. Can you see me? Let me see if I click this on. There we go. Have a little more mood lighting here tonight. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I do like my lights there. Let's have a beer. And let's talk about the things that go wrong with the meringue pie. And they're all attributed to not doing the meringue popular. It's good lighting now. They're all attributed to not doing the meringue the right way. Meringue that weeps or tears when you make it. The sugar liquefies again and it rolls down the side of the meringue. And it looks like tears, doesn't really affect the taste too much, but it's not the highest degree of a professional looking pie. That's problem number one. Problem number two, which results in problem number one, is people fail to slam that meringue topping on top of that pie filling when that thing is piping hot. You have people that pull that pie out of the oven. They'll wait 10 or 15 minutes. They'll slam that meringue on top of it, and you get it doesn't seal well at the edges. It also doesn't sterilize. Remember, these are uncooked egg whites, okay? And they really rely on the heat that comes up from the filling, which is piping hot to sterilize the egg whites above so nobody gets sick, okay? That's a very, very important thing, all right? So you must have your meringue already made and sitting on the side and ready to go when you pull the pie out, whether you're doing blind baking and then doing your filling and pouring it in, and when it reaches the set point, which is the traditional way, you need to prepare to have that meringue, bam, to go right on top. Okay, and that's going to stop any weeping, and it's also going to sterilize the egg whites. Okay, a very critical factor. So what I do is I pre-make the meringue. Now let's talk about the problems with making a meringue. All right, the biggest reason people fail when they make a meringue is they fail to properly separate the egg whites from the yolks. If you fail to properly separate the egg yolks to the point that if you get one little speck of egg yolk into those egg whites, you could whip from now until the cows come home, and it's not going to make a meringue. So you need to be very good at separating egg whites. Either separate, and this is a Eurolux, yes. So you need to, yes, Shemay is a Eurolux. So you need to ensure when you separate your eggs that they separate perfectly into yolks and egg whites. Okay, one little bit of egg yolk is going to destroy the egg whites when you go to whip them. Okay, couple tricks. Don't take cold eggs and try to separate them. Let your eggs come up to room temperature. They crack easy. They separate easier. You can hold your fingers, wash your fingers real well, crack it, and then let it separate through your fingers. They also have egg separators that they sell, and they also have egg whites. But you're going to need 5 yolks, and you're going to need 5 egg whites to pull this off, okay? You need to be good at that. otherwise, it's a pretty easy thing to do. 5 egg whites, start to whip them. I've used my KitchenAid mixer tonight. Let them re-whip for a second and fluff up, and I'll show you guys. All right. All right, thank you, Lisa. All right. Nothing to it, right? So we're gonna get that off. And you have good stiff whites. Okay? Not a big issue. It holds a stiff peak. Easy. But if you have any yellow egg yolk in there, you're gonna have trouble. Just before the pie's ready to come out, I'm gonna re-whip this for the last time and then pop it on the pie so it's ready to go. Okay? Very, very important. Pre-make your meringue first so you're not wasting time while that pie is cooling down. And I'm just keeping that re-whipped as I used to do that by hand, and then I had a hand mixer for that. Martha Stewart, eat your heart out, okay? What we want to have is just that ready to go. Bam, that pie hits the top, because we need to pop that back in the oven to get that nice brown on top of it. This is an art of pie making. It is definitely an art of pie making the right way. It needs to be done with a proper amount of understanding of what the process is. Golden State said, "I hate it when meringue weeps. The reason it weeps is it does not hit and not hot, and does not get enough heat underneath of it to allow that to really set well." Okay. All right. Now, normally people will blind bake. My blind baking days are over, which means you roll out the shell, and I would put pie weight ceramic bowls or beans, uncooked beans in to weight it down. I would put it in the oven and pre-cook it. Now I put the whole shebang in together. Okay, thank you, Athena. All right, this is not the hardest thing in the world, but it's not the easiest thing in the world either. This baby is really solidified now. Really ready to go. Give your ingredients one more whipping here. 5 egg yolks, 1 1/3 cups of sugar, right? 5 tablespoons of cornstarch, half a cup of lemon juice, all right? A half a teaspoon of salt. Some people will add melted butter in it too, but to me it doesn't matter. Into the shell it goes, all right? Just like so. Everything is all well combined. Now it's got enough cornstarch in it that it's going to hit the set point here. It might take 40 minutes, it might take 50 minutes, but into the oven she goes. All right, and that I'm sitting on a baking stone, and that's going to ensure that the bottom is good and crispy and cooked through. If your oven doesn't go real high, you may consider putting aluminum foil. If you have a gas oven, put aluminum foil on the very bottom of the oven floor and put your pie right on top of that for about the first 10 minutes or so. Okay? Now we have to be patient and wait here. So we're going to go an initial half hour. Remember, that filling has to hit the set point. It has to hit a temperature where it congeals and comes together. In the meantime, the pie crust will be done. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, these are lemons from our own tree, our Meyer lemon tree, and there's probably 200 lemons on that tree. Yeah, patience is the hardest part. Okay, nice to see you tonight, Janie. All right, so we can have beers. Anybody has any questions about baking? I'm going to continue to clean up a few things here. Meyer lemons are real good because they have a very high juice content to them. Okay? And they grow very well, which is a real plus too. And I love to use them. I'll bring coffee and pie. Well, this is what we make every Christmas here on the Rancho. It really is the specialty of the house. Is our own Rancho lemonade pie, lemon meringue pie. How you doing, Games Account? Coffee pie, Myers rum. There's a lot of ways that you can do things. Okay. Now for the meringue, you also want to add a teaspoon. Once the, we'll talk about making the meringue. You put your egg whites in, you get them foamy, then you put a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar in there. Let that foam up and really start to look like egg whites. Then you can add your couple tablespoons, maybe a tablespoon and a half of sugar. Whip that in good, and finally you can add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and you should have a meringue that looks no different than what I got. That's for sure. Yeah, thank you, Games Account. Good to see you. Honored to see you here. The reason I like to clean as I go is it just makes it a lot easier at the end of the night. Get everything put away, and you have a nice pie that can sit there, and everybody's really happy when they see that pie. Hey Kiwana, how you doing, beautiful? She's a master baker. Kiwana, love that gal. She's on her way to being a superstar on YouTube. Beautiful gal. A lot of style and good times. You got any questions or anything? Lemon on fish. Hi, Sonny. Hey, Jay, thanks. How do you keep the crust edge not getting too dark? You can put a little bit of foil around the edge. I'm actually a believer that some part of the pie should be a little crispy, and let that be the edge. You'd rather have a little more brownness on the edge to ensure that the bottom of the pie becomes flaky. Okay? You try that pie. Hey Jordan, how you doing tonight? Nice to see you. Lemon and malt vinegar on fish and chips. Yeah. Another great video today, Jordan. Another outstanding video on the beautiful Betty Page. Good video. Everything you wanted to know about the pinup girl. And I think the interesting thing that Jordan talked about today was she was considered so sexy and lovely that she had a hard time getting dates because she thought, well, you know, the guys thought she was too far out of their league. So it happens, you know. I have to have my wife come in here. If she learned how to make, she would be the oh, I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's fine as it is. How is the flavor of the Meyer? I've honestly only ever used Rancho lemons to make lemon meringue pie. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, how different the flavor would be using, say, a Ponderosa, a Portugal lime, things like that. I'm not really sure what the difference would be. I just know that the Meyer lemons are fragrant and they're juicy and they grow really well. Okay, back to work. Thank you, Gentle Soul. Thank you. Resist opening that door to the oven for a half hour. Okay, don't even think about going near that. And thumbs up are appreciated, guys, tonight. Thank you. So we got our meringue ready to go. Pull that pie out. We're going to make sure. How are we going to know that's done? When you jiggle the pie plate, you should not have a return wave. There shouldn't be a wave across the filling. You should have a jiggle, but there should not be a pulse, a wave that goes across it. Okay? That way we'll know we're at the set point, okay? That way we'll know that we are absolutely have a pie that's going to set up good and it's not going to be a fail, okay? And that's a good thing. All right, that's how we know. How you doing, JK No Kill? What's up, JK? The pride of NorCal there. And all the dishes are done. The only thing we have to do is clean out the meringue pot later, which is really, really good. Well, we're making a lemon meringue. I know a lot of people like key lime pie. Cheers, JK. I know JK'd like a piece of that pie. Woo! Don't make your crust too thick, and it'll do well in this type of recipe environment. How you doing, Lindy Lou? Cindy Lou? Nice to see you. Okay. It's a little difficult to do because the meringue is going to be a fall down point for people because they'll see a little bit of egg yolk in the egg whites and then it'll be alright. Well, it won't be. Okay? It won't be. And you can also use a copper bowl too to whisk in, and that makes it a little easier. Can't bake, cook. Well, Sunny girl, I enjoy baking, but I don't enjoy cooking too much. Yeah, that crust looked good. And after I had that buttermilk pie that Lisa Sweat sent me the recipe to that, I said, I can't believe I had a pie crust that I didn't blind bake that was the best pie crust I ever had. And that buttermilk pie was definitely top 3. It was a game changer. I've made cheesecake Revlo, put up pecan sandy crusted cheesecake. I've taken pecan sandies, I crushed them up, I put a little bit of sugar in, and I put a little bit of butter to reconstitute that, to make a shell, and then make the cheesecake filling. I have literally hundreds of baking episodes. If you can think about it, I've made it. I guess I'll go check and see where he is. Sounds like he's on the phone or on a hangout or something, so this is all right. Hey. Just wanted to pre-cook the pie crust. Well, I don't know. If I had cream cheese, I would have used half a block of softened cream cheese, cup and a half of flour, maybe a cup and 2/3 of flour. Just pulse that together real good and just roll that out. That's a good one. Cheers, Patricia, Tess, and the spot. Cheers to you. We're baking a lemon meringue pie tonight, Julie. I'm just cleaning up the last of the things. I like to have a good working area because, in a way, it's kind of a danger to handle the hot filling on the. You want to be very careful. You don't want to be bumping into things. Hey, lady Loyalty, how are you? Hi, Miguel. Why don't you make that pie crust? I missed it. Yeah, go back and check that out. I use shortening tonight, which I prefer to use over butter because it's more stable. If it gets warm, it's not going to be a problem. No, not really. I mean, I grew up, my mom used to make sugar cookies. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my father had a good day today. That COVID is like this. Bing, bang. Affects everything. Hello, Diamond Girl. Nice to see you. Hi, Adriana. How are you? So we got about 20 minutes till we take a peek. Yeah, very meringue. Just don't get any yolk. Just throw it out. If you get any in there, dump it. Okay. If you can't separate eggs well, buy the egg whites and use that. Okay. You don't want any yellow in there at all. Yeah. Thank you, Cindy. Tomorrow's another day. So it's been a very up and down, I'm going to plug my phone and give myself a little bit of, he is tough as nails. Yesterday his pulse raced up to 190, which is life-threatening. The second time he had to be shot to bring that rate down. No bikini tonight, Kevin. Not right now. I haven't felt much in a bikini mood with what's going on and everything, so. Yeah, 190. Can you imagine that? For the second time, they had to shock the heart in a last-ditch attempt to bring that down. So, yeah, 190. Can you imagine that? But you know, shocking a heart works two ways. You can also shock it to slow down and get it out of a ventricular rhythm, they call it, and into a more normalized atrial rhythm. So, but he's alert now. He follows commands and things. So yeah, thank you, Gone with the Kale. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just having a Coors here. Yeah, I think I get my medal from him. Thank you, Blackhearted. I don't think so, Gun Mod. I don't believe so. I don't know if you are with him. That's right. Thank you, Sassy Girl. Thank you. All right. So I'm resisting even looking at the pie for the first half hour. I'm on the bottom. I'm on the top in terms of getting that crazy weather. 30 degrees right now. Wow. I don't remember Coors Cutter. I haven't heard of that before. Hey, Nasira Liwara. Hope I said that right. One of my veneers redone tomorrow 3. I hate the dentist. Well, you know, I remember in the summer of 2018 I had to have I think I had to have 2, maybe 3 root canals, and they were spaced like a week apart, and man, that was something. And I had to have I was in danger of having my very first tooth ever pulled besides a wisdom tooth. And I remember the endodontist you know, my primary care dentist, my basic dentist is like, oh no, man, we got to pull that, because I had a crown come off, and he's like, oh hell no, you know, you go to the endodontist, see what the endodontist says, and the endodontist is like, well, Rosie, here's the deal. He's gonna have to engage in some heroic dentistry to save that tooth because it was slightly below the gum where the good tooth began, and that was about a year and a half ago, and it's still going strong on there. So I'm kind of lucky about that that tooth was saved. But I had to spend thousands of dollars on dental work on that. I have all my teeth. Yeah, I got a hillbilly gap, you know, over there, but if that's the worst in life, you know, that's the way it goes. And he did some heroic dentistry. Let's say that. Big Dog, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Woo, Big Dog in the house. Nobody likes to go to the dentist, but they have that old saying, if you ignore your teeth, they'll go away. And knock on wood, I have all of my basic tooth structure except 2 wisdom teeth that had to be pulled. I was glad that I was able to save a tooth. How long will it last? Who knows? But you know, once you start getting teeth pulled, then the teeth are shifting all around your mouth. Hey, Callie girl, how are you? Once you go down that road, it's a very difficult road to go down. Thank you, EJ. I got veneers. Good for you. Now, the boss, when he gets a tooth pulled, he goes through the, they call that, you know, where they screw a new tooth in, but you have to have a cadaver bone put in, and it had graft puts in, and it's got to take, then you go in and get the, tooth screwed in and all that. So, yeah, your childhood dentist was a sadist, huh? Oh, well, thank you, Big Dog. I really love my moderators. They do a good job. But I don't, if you don't give shit, dental implant. If you don't give shit, then you really don't get shit. You know, I don't be mean to people. I don't troll anybody. I just kind of pretty much mind my own business. But thank you. They do a good job, and I'm very appreciative for them. They told me, Rosa, you focus on content, what goes on the left hand of the screen, and we'll take care of what happens on the right hand part of the stream. I give you a lot of, nah, you're good, Missy. You know? Missy rings my alarm bell once in a while. She'd be like, Rosie, I just want you to be aware of what the hell's going on because you're a pretty clueless person. So, you know. And the few times that I try to make a move to the screen, the few times I try to moderate, guess what happens? They're like, Rosie, sorry, you just made a big mistake on that, you know, and they're like, keep your hands clear of the screen. And I've always taken that advice to heart now. I just don't, you know, they know everything. These girls and guys are golden. They know what's going on. You know? And we have a great arrangement. You do the content, we'll take care of the chat, and it's worked out very well for me. And I'm very appreciative for that. Oh, well, thank you. Hot August nights and clearly hot December nights. That's right. What's up, Sam? How you doing? I'm very live. Oh, well, thank you, Nasira. Thank you. I hope I said that right. I do have great modder. I'm very blessed with the stability, the loyalty, the fidelity. I have a few honorary wrenches in here. They don't do anything to anybody, but I got a basic core of people that are excellent. And I'm appreciative. Tell Rich, who, Rosie O'Calley, tell Rich Life what's up. Oh, you've been practicing drawing a sketch of me? Good Lord, is that going to be on the dartboard down at the local pub? I'll take that girl. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's already smelling. I never heard, but it does sound good. What kind of nuts do you use? I don't know. I'm talking to somebody else. Need to buy me painting supplies and drawing supplies. How you doing, cute kitty? We got about 10 minutes until I'm going to take one little quick peek, and that's looking good. It's starting to come up to temperature. I see a little bubbling in the filling, which is good. Yeah, they do a good job. See my daddy pull his teeth out with pliers. Wow. The only person I remember in my community here on Boyd did that was Amanda May. She had cross-dresser, had such bad pain, no money, and just took a pair of pliers and attempted to pull the rotten tooth. And what happened was the pliers slipped and cracked a tooth next to it. So, want the breakfast you made? Hey, Hi Watch, how are you? I've wrapped up a couple of them for tomorrow. Wrapped up a couple of them. We've been baking a lot, right? I know that was crazy tonight, drunk and pulling out a tooth. Not a good idea, but that's how bad the pain was. I'm just finally said, screw it, I don't got any money. You know, it's typical Boyd, and I'm just going to pull the son of a bitch myself. And, well, we know how that turned out, right? Didn't have a good outcome. The drawing, oh, it in Playboy. Yeah, I'd like to see myself turned into a, you know, like a Vargas girl or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. A tooth infection, man, let me tell you, sissy, tooth infections, ear infections are the world's worst. Ear infection will bring down an elephant. You know, ear pain is terrible. Toothache will bring down an elephant, I'll tell you. Worse, I'll tell you, tooth pain, and let me tell you, honey, tooth pain is just, it's a nightmare. If you don't pull it, you know, the teeth are very connected to the heart and things like that. And you take a lot of risk by running around with infected teeth of contracting heart disease and things like that. So, very dangerous. The heart, oral, dental health is a very strong connection. It's been long proven. Yeah, I got my, I think tomorrow I'm going to be in my little Christmas elf outfit. Kidney stones are terrible. My mother used to talk about my grandfather rolling around under the kitchen table, the dining room table, with kidney stone pain was so terrible. Gum disease, all that is dangerous, right? All that is dangerous. It is. Make sure you're flossing every day and doing all that. Okay. Plus, when I meet my new queen in the Rancho, ooh, Rosie, your breath is so nice. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No trench breath here. You have a great channel. You run my minute. Oh, well, thank you very much, big dog. Thank you, big dog. So glad we talked on the phone before. Thank you. Warm up a spoon and pour it in my ear once it's cold, then a cotton ball to soothe it. Yeah, that would do it, I guess. But damn, that's painful. Thank God for antibiotics and things, right? Jeez. Yeah, value your family. Queen, yes, I'm taking applications for Queen of the Rancho. Yes, I am. I need to have a new traveling and the Queen with me. Yeah. Thank you, big dog. You're wonderful. Big dog celebrating over 40 years of marriage, which is pretty amazing. Look, you've seen it and done it all. I've been through, yeah, I've done it all. Well, thank you, Gone with the Kale. People say, Rosie, your eyes are too big and googly for your head, and your mouth is too big for your face. One of my favorite beer, Revlo. I love Michelob Ultra. My father actually had a good day today. They were able to shock that. I see you, quirky girl. They were able to shock the heart and reduce that 190 racing heart rate down to a normalized heart rate and blood pressure, which is the second time they've had to do that. So, but he's pulling out of the COVID, you know, and he's coming to, and the sedation's removed. He's still on a bit of oxygen, but you know. So we're about 5 minutes from taking an honest look at the pie here. Now, you only have one family, and when they're gone, they're gone. And I always tell people, treasure that. You can't get it back. Yeah, thank you. It's up and down. There's still a likelihood he may not make it through the whole process, but he's fighting like hell, you know. Yeah, thank you, Lisa, and everybody's been praying, and it's been wonderful. And it's been very, very appreciated. Yeah, he is tough. He is tough as nails. The only time I ever remembered my dad being real sick in life was 1968. When I was 10 years old, and the Hong Kong flu was coming through, and I mean, it took his temperature up to 104, 105 degrees. It was awful. We thought he was going to be a goner. But I never remember him ever being sick again after that, so. Peek at everything GQ. Yeah, there we go. Well, look at it this way, Janie. You can dress the Rosie girl, huh? Show her high styling. Woo! That's it. No peeking, that's right. No peeking. Right, 3 minutes to go. Then we'll take our first peek. We'll probably end up around 50 minutes or so that's all right. How do you tell that's done with the filling? You move it a little bit. If it has waves back and forth, it's not done. If you shake it and it just jiggles, it's good to go. You can go gray. Yeah, I have what's called an Israeli bra lift, internal bra lift on it. So I haven't worn a bra in years. You're gonna peek. You're gonna peek. You're not gonna peek. You'll get a spanking. Told me tonight she doesn't want a wedding, just wants to sign up. That's absolutely well. Remember Julie Army Mom, the days we live in today. I mean, you know, I can kind of understand that. I don't know. Welcome back, bro.
Shit show on TV.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't, you know, let it go. Let it go. We're about pies in. I got the meringue. Yeah, don't peek.
Is it gonna loosen up?
And at the set point, who's here? Why don't you entertain the troops for a minute? All right? I'll be back in a minute. All right? Entertain the troops and say hi to everybody.
You still got stuff? You got whipped cream?
No, it's meringue.
Yeah, you gotta put
I gotta put it on top of it.
Yeah.
When the pie comes down. Say hi to everybody over there.
Alright, hi everybody.
Just let it go somewhere, it's fine.
Alright,
Put down 15 more minutes on that.
15 more minutes. "15 more minutes on the clock tonight. We have to see when Rosie girl comes in tonight." got my hand, it's trying to draw. My hand, my finger, one of my fingers is trying to draw the other way. I don't know. Been drinking a Coors Light today. And a Pepsi.
You got that heater kicked on?
No, I'm good.
Oh man, it's cold.
Oh, you cold?
No, I mean, you gonna be warm enough in there?
I'll cut it over again like you. It got really hot out there last night.
Yeah, you gotta just turn it down to hit that thermostat and
Cut
everything.
that off.
Yeah, yep. I'll probably have lemonade or something tomorrow with the leftover.
Okay.
All right. Take a little bit of a check. Still got a way to go. I think it's setting up in the bottom. So we'll go about 15 more minutes here. All right. All right. There we go. Cindy said, "Hey, Chris. How are you?"
Hey.
Everybody saying hi to you. A pretty good hangout today. Some new members and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Show people the back of that. Yep. Must have been an expedition or something.
It was a special coat.
Everest or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got
That color
jeans.
looks good on you.
I got jeans. I got hats. I got coats.
Yep. Lady Loyalty said, "Hi, Chris.
Hey.
Good to see you." Cindy said, "Nice, Chris. 100 thumbs for that. So good deal."
Let me cut my sunshine.
Yeah. Got the side chat on. Yeah. Can't rush this pie. Is going to end up probably being about 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Big Dog said, "Hey, Bub D." Yeah.
The big dog.
Big Dog in the chat. Yeah. I got the meringue ready to go. I'm going to re-whip that a little bit. Give you all a peek. Yeah, get some meat. Just kind of keeping that ready to go. I'm going to get a spatula somewhere in my bag of tricks here and have that ready to go for putting on that meringue on top there. So, no, not cake mix. I'm making a lemon meringue pie tonight. Lemon meringue pie tonight.
No, I ain't got no more money.
Yeah, the meringue's looking
I gotta
good.
Look around. It's too wet outside.
Linda Harper's got snow there, 13 inches and counting. Tumbleweed snowmen and Christmas here in California. That sounds interesting. So go by the pawn the coins, huh? You got a good coin collection there. You know?
Yeah. Hey, Tammy.
I got 2 sun drops. I'm only going to drink one. You want to have a sun drop or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I got a few sun drops out in the corner.
Okay. Kool-Aid pie. Hmm?
You know these people make sun drop pies.
Yeah. Because it's citrus on the inside, right?
Yep, sun drop.
Natural citrus.
Oh, yeah.
Natural flavor,
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty amazing in this day and age that they still use natural
It's crazy California don't have sun drops.
It looks like the Target may or may not have sun drop over there. I'm not sure. According to the website, they may have that over there.
I should have had me a case of sun drops, and I could have put sun drops on one of your trees that you had.
Yeah.
Orange drops changed to sun drops.
I'm sure they have sun drop ornaments and things like that.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, Sunshine Vibes? Vanilla Rain said I sent Chris a Twitter message, so you might want to check that out. May want to check that out. I live in the South but never tried a sun drop. Yeah, the meringue's going to be good. Pop that on that red velvet. I've had that red velvet. I've made red velvet quite a few times. Gunmon said they have sun drop in Arizona.
Yeah, okay.
Huh? Sun drop in Arizona there. All right. We got about 10 more minutes. I'm going to take one more peek. Hi, looks like it's trying to set up right now, which is good. Yeah, I love red velvet cake. It's delicious. You ever had red velvet cake? You ever had red velvet, Chris?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's good cake. Probably one of my favorite ones with the Dutch processed cocoa in it, so. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it, Julie? Red velvet cake is a lot of people's favorite. I really enjoy red velvet cake. Let's see. Well, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, thank you. We get some sun drop in Illinois and Vermont as well. Well, I'll go check the stores. It might be there. Buttercream, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we should make a sun drop cake. Let me see the recipe for a sun drop cake. Two sticks of butter, a half a cup of shortening, 3 cups of sugar, 5 eggs, 6 ounces of sun drop, and 2 tablespoons of vanilla flavoring, man. And then you glaze that. Imagine 2 sticks of butter, that's a full cup, and then a half a cup of shortening, and 3 cups of sugar. Wow. Sounds like a Paula Deen cake, right? Sounds like a diabetic's dream to me. Wow. Yeah, good cobbler. I've made a couple blueberry cobblers, Revlo, and a couple other ones too. They were fantastic. Yeah, 3 cups of sugar. Can you believe it? Thank you, BB. Can you believe 3 cups of sugar? A cup of butter and a half a cup of shortening. Holy smokes, you know? My alarm bells go up when I see more than a cup and a half of sugar, a cup and a half of sugar in a cake. I'm thinking Paula Deen, Rich Life, You Losing Weight with No Taco Bell. You been
I haven't eaten a Taco Bell a couple times down here.
Yeah, I mean there's not a lot of junk food around here and stuff, so.
No, I haven't eaten hardly nothing.
Yep.
I've eaten some pudding. I've eaten some graham cracker bars.
Yeah.
I've eaten some harvest thing.
I mean, you've done good. You're working here. You're helping out on the Rancho and stuff, so it's fantastic. Hey, Tammy, how are you? I mean, that cake is just crazy sweet. Should make homemade tacos. Should I roll out my own taco shells, Rev? Chicken in a can. Sundrop, Susie, is like a fresca. It's like a citrus drink, but it's natural flavors. It's not artificial. Yeah, thank you, Kimberly. I'm feeling pretty good. I've been using topical arnica. But listen to these ingredients: 2 sticks of butter, which is 1 full cup, half a cup of shortening. I've never in my life seen a recipe that used so much fats. 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, and 5 eggs, 6 ounces of Sundrop, 2 tablespoons of vanilla. I mean, that's a hell of a lot. And then you glaze that with a package of, I don't know, glaze. That's a hell. You can make it with vegetable oil, 1 box of instant lemon pudding, 10 ounces of Sundrop soda. Damn.
Well, why would a girl want to know my Amazon account link?
When you say want to know it, you mean you have a what?
I have an Amazon account, but she's asking for the link to my Amazon account.
You have a wish list or something? Okay. Well, that I can't even.
It's just some girl that asked me today. She asked me, could she have my Amazon account link? Please show me your Amazon profile link. No, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't even knew there was a diet Sundrop. But can you imagine?
Oh yeah, there's a diet Sundrop and there's a regular Sundrop and there's also a
Orange Sundrop or something?
there's another Sundrop. It's let me see what's it called.
Wow.
Cherry Sundrop.
Okay.
Cherry Sundrop.
Have you had the cherry Sundrop?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good. But
Did
I
you-
prefer the regular Sundrop over the cherry anytime. Yeah, I just like the regular Sundrop.
The thing that impressed me the most about Sundrop was natural flavors and
Oh,
not
yeah.
artificial
Oh, yeah.
flavoring and coloring. There's not many things
Oh,
in
yeah.
the world
Yeah.
that are made with that. Try the diet Sundrop. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out the Target here and see if the Target.
Oh, she's an Amazon seller. No wonder she's wanting my profile link. And I don't know why she's wanting.
That I'm not sure of. We still got a ways to go with that. Right. And I think we're gonna put our final 15 minutes on that. Still hasn't reached the set point. It's got yellow dye in it. Okay. I think I've seen RC Cola out here. I grew up on RC. There was also a cola
Yeah,
back in.
RC Cola is about everywhere.
And I've seen a cola that I grew up with, was called Briardale Cola, which was pretty good. Briardale. Pour some Sundrop on me. What do you think, Am? Let's lay down a tarp and roll in some Sundrop. And make it happen, honey. Huh? Sundrop and a little bit of oil. A little bit of Sundrop Jello. What do you think, Chris? Huh?
It'll be good. Be good to go.
That'd be all right. So the hard part is the waiting here for the pie to set. So yeah, it sounds very sticky. I like Diet Cherry 7-Up. That's cool. I like Diet 7-Up. I'd roll around with M. Rose, man, any day of the week. Woo! I'd roll around with her. Let's see, I thought I had one more beer up here. I don't know. Hold on, I have a. I don't know. Thought I had one more. I got this. This Franzis Connor Weiss beer. but I don't think I want to drink that Dunkel. 12% alcohol. Can you believe it? I'm basically kind of screwed on alcohol tonight. So. Basically kind of screwed. Big red soda pop, huh? Yeah. I'm doing good, Sean. I like grapefruit spindrift or Aha seltzer. I never heard of grapefruit spindrift. You know what people are drinking now? White Claw. Seen that in the stores, Chris? White Claw. Chris, you seen White Claw in the stores?
Yeah.
It's like a seltzer alcohol, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it wasn't dissing on Paula Deen, but when you see her cake recipes, they are just loaded. At least the old Paula Deen. Let me see some of Paula Deen's cake recipes. Let's see. Let's let that scroll up a minute on here. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Instagram.
Let's see.
And they post on Facebook. Maybe.
Why this thing's so slow coming up tonight, I don't know. It's taking forever to come up. Let's let that load. And that's starting to brown out a little bit. So we'll give you all a peek. Yeah, Paula's looking good. There it is. Still working on the set point there. Yeah, it's the best time of the year. Christopher, would you do me a favor?
Okay.
Would you bring me an Angry Orchard drink? Would that be all right?
Want a beer?
Is there beer out there?
I think there's a few.
If there's a beer, I'd like to have a beer.
Okay.
Because I friggin' I hate sweet drinks. I loathe sweet drinks. Yeah, it's looking good. But we just got to be patient, let that cook through. Yeah. Not too often, Chevy Guy. I used to be here for years every morning at 5 a.m. doing in my nightie doing a upload. I did Angry Orchard Past Kidneys. Wow, okay. Hey, Jesse, how you doing? Is that Rhonda? How you doing, Rhonda? Good job. Thank you. We're working on it, Kim. And I felt like, well, Lisa, you're here with me, honey, and whether you like it or not, I'm going to be celebrating Christmas, honey. Thank you. I appreciate you going out and getting that. Used bottle opener. Got this weird.
I don't want to be a bother.
Here we go. Hard cider. And this here hard cider is, I don't know what the alcohol percent is on this. %, so that's not bad. Cheers, y'all. Will you still let me know when you're coming through Phoenix? Yeah, of course I will, Jackie. I'm probably going to be south of Phoenix. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, Clearski, how are you? Good to see you, Clearski the Keeper. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Happy holidays to you, my friend. Cheers, guys. There we go. Angry Orchard. I'm going to keep that meringue whipped up here.
You know, it's really crazy.
What happened?
It's just crazy. I'll be friends with people on Facebook, and people post stuff on my wall, and then people don't want to be cool with me. You know, it's just pictures of people that post stuff on my wall, and I just started being friends with this person, this lady, and she said, "Oh, I don't want to have you as a friend on my Facebook. You know, I don't want my family seeing all them pictures of girls with tattoos all over their body. It's life. You know what I mean? It's life."
Right.
I just told her to just unfriend for me. You know, it's no big deal. You
Well, maybe just being straight up and honest with you. So,
know, I'm being honest with her.
Yeah, that's cool. So you won't have a conflict.
She wants
You know?
to unfriend for me. Just go right ahead.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
I'm not going to be crying or nothing.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's one reason I don't even have Facebook. You know. I'm not sure. Is that an upside down tree? Where? Where's an upside down tree? Upside down tree. I don't know. I'm getting up with some Angry Orchard tonight. Okay, take care, Cindy. You can watch the end tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, it's getting close to set now. I can tell it's moving from the outside to the inside. So probably 10 minutes, and that will have brought it up to a full hour. How you doing? Hey, Horizontal Van. Hey, Cindy Chow. Sydney Nasirs. Thought I seen lights. Oh, I got my lights set up over here. Just for baking and stuff like that I usually use. Just for Christmas time. Bush Light, might as well get a Milwaukee's bit. No, I'm not much of a Bush Light drinker. Do you like it, JC? I mean, I'll drink anything, even Steel 411. But I don't like malted malt liquor. Fighting with dysfunctional children. I'm gonna go at where did Chris go? I'm gonna go ahead and check the mail. The guy's been running like 8 o'clock at night around here. I was gonna ask him to go ahead and check. I want to check the mail. Sometimes this guy comes really late. And the mail guy comes at 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, malt liquor is a quick buzz, right? Soju, that's pretty cool. Bills, Bills, Bills. Oh, damn. Uh, 5 minutes. Natty Daddy, yeah. Natty Light, right? Yeah, they comes about 8 o'clock at night right now. They're so swamped with packages and stuff. Trying to deliver the packages out, it's become a nightmare. You know. Hey, Cat, how are you? Yeah, I don't like Pabst Blue Ribbon. I don't like Pabst Blue Ribbon. That was like a cheap beer in college, and that Milwaukee Schlitz. I wish I could throw the bills in the garbage, but then the internet would go down here. I'm gonna jiggle this a second. Yeah, a couple more minutes. It's hitting that set point. Natty Lights. I don't know. What did Cheryl send? What did she send? What did she send? I'm not sure. I can't get on my messages right now. She should send that to my Gmail. Thank you, Daniela. Let me thank her. Let's see. I'm not sure what Cheryl sent. I haven't been up to the P.O. box yet. I'm going to wait till Friday to go up. I try to go up every Friday. What's your favorite animal? Would be a panda bear. That's my favorite animal. Good night, Marcio. Love spending time with you. Thank you. You have to jiggle a little bit. If it has too much float to it, too much wave, then it's not set. We're getting damn close. I'm keeping that meringue on go. That's the good thing about meringue. If you pre-make it, it can sit there for days. And you just whip it once in a while and it keeps it good. Keeps it really good. Soju, huh? Who's your pick to Super Bowl? I don't know. Based on the way the Ravens played last night, you have to be prepared for the fact that Lamar Jackson may have stepped up to the next level, but you've got to favor the Chiefs for a repeat, just because they have the best quarterback in the NFL at this moment in time. Steelers. Seems like Ben Roethlisberger, the wheels may have come off of him a little bit. Yeah, I've been watching the Bitcoin. I think it's above 20,000. Yeah, I mean, he's the team to beat is the Kansas City Chiefs, for sure. You know, the quarterback is so much of a part of the winning strategy. Chiefs kick ass, yeah. All right, we're still working that pie. Hard to believe, but we're still working it. I got to go to the little ladies' room for a minute. What if daughters, like girls, invest in Bitcoin? So cold in my house. Why don't you put that heat on, honey? You all right, buddy? Do you love me? Do you love me like I do you? Well, the risk of Bitcoin is that any sovereign government like Korea can come in at any moment and just put the lid on Bitcoin and stuff like that. When did you learn to cook? I've been a baker, not so much of a cooker. Hey, mama's boy. Yeah, it's a nice chat. Yeah. It's a nice chat. Hey, mama's boy, nice to see you. Who is Hanukkah Harry? I got no idea. But happy Hanukkah, guys. About halfway done lighting the menorah. Yeah, thank you, Miss Padwina. I do like to have a nice calm chat. I did teach myself to bake, yeah. And I developed a lot of hacks. It's homemade super chili time. Yeah, Big Dog, they told me, I think you told me about that today, C. Campbell. The guy that's really starting to emerge is Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown. So, but there was really very minimal defense in that game the other night. Dark and cloudy nights. I need to touch my money immediately, not think about it up in the cloud. Woo! All right, we're gonna keep going. That baby's still going in there. Still hasn't quite reached. It's setting his skin on top. You love the Ravens, yeah. The days that play me and hope I wait, yeah. My bestie growing up was Jewish, and I was so jealous she got presents every day. Can't believe the difference. What did that say? Difference in Chris since he's come back to her home and your calming energy. Well, I think he's got a good heart. So I can't make one of them that you just stick in the oven. It just takes practice, that's all. Okay, take care, Patricia. Recorded, see me, you see my plight. I don't know what you're talking about. What are we talking about? Hanukkah? Someone earlier was wanting to know the brand of your juicer. Yeah, that was Chimay. I have a Eurolux juicer. Eurolux. There it is. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, I'm going to get there Friday. I just don't go every day. That's the thing, I just don't go every day. All right. I'm going to jiggle this baby a little bit now. See what we got. Still got a couple more minutes. Don't rush it. This is not a blind bake job here. Can you sing a Barbra Streisand? I don't know. Why don't you sing it first? Good night, Elmer. Do you have air? I don't have an air fryer or an Instapot. No. I'm going to go Friday to the P.O. box. Yep. Do you feel good? Do Yentl. Remember Yentl? Oy vey. Amazon is backed up. Damn, I sent a present arrived maybe by Valentine's. Yeah, because everybody's using it this year. Everybody's using it this year. That's right. Now, when you see the pie start to expand a little bit, that means it's reaching its set point, because it's trying to bubble internally there. And that's what's going on right now. Yeah, love Barbara. She's still going strong, isn't she? I've said hello, Dolly. Hello. I always liked the Stones better. My sister burned me out on the Beatles, you know. Under my thumb, do do do. Under my thumb. I'm up for adoption, and then I got her air fryer. Problem is, so did I. Oh wow. Huh? How would you like Julie as a mother-in-law, huh? The Bee Gees. And the lights shining bright in Massachusetts. The Bee Gees, huh? La la doo doo. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. How about ABBA? There is something in the air. Do, 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 do. Now, along with the Elf on the Shelf is a Star Wars Stormtrooper for the back of your pooper, huh? We're close. ABBA. There is something in the air, my friend. To get my problem child married off my... What a Jewish mom you are, huh? Do, 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 do. There is something in the air tonight. Do, 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 do. I know this is taking a while, but remember, it's setting in the oven. Do, 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 do. And I'm sorry to say, it's still gone. Sorry to say. Still gone, so it's a long time. Why are my comments banned on your videos? If you're appearing here, Lee Marie, they're not banned on the video. I so wish, well, we got to let it finish first. We're well over an hour, but this thing has got to set in there. But it's looking good. I'll show you the pie. And that's getting close to the set point there. Okay, thank you, D. Taylor Stevens. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. And once I found out my oldest husband acted, I didn't behave very well. Glad to be. Oh man. Wouldn't you like to hear Julie's life story? Wouldn't you like to hear that? Rosie, they have no money to give you. No. Rob's been a fan of mine for years on here. Yeah, it's looking good. No, I can't see Rob in the chat. For some reason, we have not connected for over a year. Been a long road with Rob. Been a long road. A long road. Oh. Them women can throw a fit. Yeah, Rob's okay. I mean, we get along all right. We don't see each other in chat. You're just gonna have to be patient as this pie sets, but it's definitely cooking the shell and everything else. Who is that? The real Lieutenant Dan? Is there a fake one? Hey Tracy, how are you? I don't know. I've investigated for a year, Missy. I don't have them blocked on Google. I don't have them blocked anywhere else. So, but I'm going to get another Angry Orchard here. I'll be drunk as a skunk by the time this. Waiting on this pie is like waiting forever. What's up, Janet? You should be in bed. Tomorrow's a big day. I think it is set. I think it is finally set. So let's get the meringue whipped up. Let's be sure. No, that damn thing is not set, guys. All right, we're going to officially drop back to Plan B. All is not lost. All right. Man, I'll try to shortcut shit. There, we just skimmed off the top of that. Now we can go ahead. Woo, that's looking good. I actually had some lemon juice on the top. Okay, this is all set down here. Now I'm going to slam the meringue on top now. I actually had a little bit of juice on top. Get all that meringue goodness out of there. And spread that meringue all around. Get it over to the edges. All right. Get it all on the edges there. Okay, and then take it and work it up and down so that you got little peaks on it. Okay? All right. All right. That's going to help sterilize it. And you really got to keep an eye on it here, okay? All right. We had a little bit of filling on top, but it's all right. You can pour off the stuff that hasn't congealed yet. And then back into the oven to finish it off, okay? All right, back into the oven she goes. All right. We're going to cook it through till we get a nice brown on the top of it. You got to watch it very, very closely, okay? All right. All right. And I'm going to put it for about 3 minutes and then I'm going to take a look at it, okay? All right. Guys, it looks good, but remember now we've got the we slammed that meringue on right as that pie was done, so it's going to be hot. It's going to sterilize those egg whites on top. You need to do that to ensure food safety. Okay? Very, very important. I guess if I had to do it again for a lemon meringue, I would pre-bake that. Make the filling set up and then pour it in and then bake it off. I guess I'm always trying to be lazy here, but it's all good. All right. Okay. All right, make sure to keep an eye on it. You want it to get brown, but you don't want it to be black there, okay? All right. My back is killing me today, but I'm doing all right. Okay. We're going to roll it up to about 500 degrees just to finish this pie really well. Okay, but you got to keep an eye on it. All right. That's going to sterilize the egg whites. Put that up here. There we go. All right, we're close. We're close on that. Meringue pie. So what had happened, it was set perfectly down below. It had a very light skim of juice on the top. I just poured it off and then slammed the meringue on top of it. The back pain. Oh, man, when I slipped down on that steps yesterday. Let that get good and hot. All right. And that's going to make that brown. Take arnica. I've got arnica topical in there. Once I made royal icing with egg whites and got the worst diarrhea ever. Lord Almighty. Yeah, what happened is I've got these Nike shoes on, and they're kind of a smooth bottom, and I went down the steps, and oh, I fell back. My feet went out from under me, and I fell back on that. Oh, man. That hurt like a mofo. Yeah, I don't know what Janet's going to do. I told her dealer's choice. I told her whatever you want to do. Yeah, it was dangerous, and that hurt. Ooh, right on my back, right here. Oh, I hit that step. Bam. And I got nobody but myself. Done some damage. No, I think I'm okay. Rosie girl is tough as nails. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. And we're gonna let that cook off. I peeked that meringue up for little peaks on. Okay. All right, so a couple minutes and that should be good to go. Yeah, I know that's where my kidney is. Big pain on the daily here. If I had to do it over again for a lemon meringue pie, given the juice, I would probably pre-bake it, the shell, and then do the filling on top and pour it in. Wasn't as successful as like a cream pie, and there may be something for citric juice pies. Lemon, orange, lime. You probably have to prepare your filling on top with the thickener, let it get to the set point, and then pour it into your shell. Janet, Lone, Rosie, your pastry. I don't have a pastry torch. I don't have one. Try some salon pies. I have an icy hot on my back, so. How you doing, Shemay? I'm getting pretty much sloshed here. That's why he told, no, I don't need that. I need to have it in the oven because we need to sterilize the egg whites, and hitting that with the torch is not going to be the same. Not going to be the same. We need to sterilize those egg whites. Asked Rosie what she wanted, but she wouldn't make a choice prior. Then do a turkey then, Janet. If I had a choice, I would do a turkey. All right. Yeah, hot tub on the Rancho, huh? I'm starting to wonder if that oven was on properly. I don't know. I love turkey. I didn't get turkey at Thanksgiving, so turkey is wonderful. But Janet and the boss make a good prime rib too. So I'm buzzing. Identical buzzing as you'll find. I'm buzzing. Make the ticking stop tonight on 60 Minutes. Woo! Hey, C. Robbins, how you doing? Blow up hot tub works great. Yeah, I'm all set for that. I'm not coming over for New Year's. I don't think. I think I'm going to be on the road. Oh, well, thank you, detailer. Thank you. Come back to it. I know I'm buzzing. We're just finishing off the meringue now in the oven. But you got to keep a good eye on it because it can go really fast. All right. Hot dang. I'm going to throw a bottle through the window. I think with citrus you got to pre-cook it in the pan and then pour it into a pre-baked shell. But you know what? We're going to have a very good crust. It's going to be great. No, I don't have a sweet at the circa for New Year's. No, I wish I did. He's in the living room sitting there. That's what it takes to knock out a pie. Oh, it's starting to brown up on top now on the meringue. Woo! Starting to brown up on the meringue. All right, it's gonna go fast. I don't know about crying, C. Robbins. I don't know why that would be. I don't know. I pretty much mind my own business. Yeah, she's going brown now, guys. We want to get a little bit of nice brownness all over. I wouldn't even want to look at the price at this sweet at the circa for New Year's. I bet that'd be expensive as hell. Hearing Rosie 3 times, I don't think you should. I don't think you should be hearing me 3 times. These scarves are made from recycled drained. Ooh, come on, quirky girl. You are really weird. You know? Keep peeking once in a while into the oven. Oh, it's getting browner by the minute. Woo! I love you, Lisa. It's coming out, man. It's just about done. Just about done. Just about done. We're going to put our rack on top here. Not this rack. This rack. Yeah, that's some kind of weird joke. You know? Man, I'm laser smooth down there. Feeling good. I'm feeling great. Ignore the riffraff, especially the covert, nor they creep up. Capiche. Thank you, Opiami. A 3.75 million Olive Garden will open on Las Vegas Strip. Hey, what's up, Donnie? We're just about finished this pie. We're just about done. Couple more minutes, 2 more minutes, and we are at the victory line here. But if you're gonna do it, sorry, when it comes to citrus pies, pre-bake your shell and then make your filling. Get it to the set point and then pour it in and slam your meringue on top of it. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, but it would have been a lot faster. If I took any more shots, I'd be falling over. All right. Ring-a-ling-a-ding. Ring-a-ling-a-ding. It's only been 2 hours anyway. I'm always glad to come by, Donnie. Always glad. Pinger panger, gotta go. Oh yeah, it's looking so good. It's looking so good. We're a minute from the finish line. We're a minute from the finish line. We're 1 minute from the finish line. In knocking out this here pie. We're 1 minute from the finish line. There it is. That is set really well. It's got the meringue on top of it. All right. Woo, what a pie of beauty. Look at that. Look at that. Learn to love it. Look at that. Isn't that nice looking? That's exactly the way you want the meringue. The pie is set good. We had a little bit of a skim on top. That's why I said would make the filling, let it reach the set point, then pour it into the shell. But we snatched victory from potential defeat tonight. Isn't that nice? There we go. It's all set good. We had about half an inch of a lemon juice skim on top of it. All right. I don't think we need to flame the top. We've got it perfectly done here. We don't need to overdo it. It's perfectly done right here. I can, yep. You know. You're not going to have any weeping or anything on that. That's going to be perfect. Got a really nice crust on that. It's done all through the bottom. Looking good. Only 2,600 miles. That's it. That's what you call, you know, and a baker will always be able to adjust on the fly. No matter what happens, you can always save what you got. Would I do it this way again? No, I would do it, and I'll be doing another one. I would definitely do it by pre-making the ingredients, cooking them up on a pot, letting it hit the set point, and then pouring it into the shell. But 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Put it in the wind so I can steal it. Put one in the wind column. But you know what? It's going to taste awesome. It's going to have that great meringue on top of it. And there we go. Nice and brown on top. You only want the peaks to be brown. And that's exactly what we got there. Woo! 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I can't wait to cut that tomorrow and have a piece of that for breakfast. That's going to be good. The crust is going to be good in tomorrow. But I'll tell you again, I wouldn't do it the same way again. I would pre-bake the pie shell, no matter how much of a pain in the ass that is. Then do your filling, let it reach the set point, and then pour it in, and then slam your meringue on top, and into the oven she goes. Okay? So, this was the first time I tried baking a pie, and I think with citrus you need to make your filling on top. I want to thank you all for being along tonight. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. First your money, then your clothes, then your dough.
Woo!
That's it. There it is.
You got it now?
Yep.
Wow.
What do you think? Huh?
Well, we'll have to see what it comes out to be.
Well, we'll see what it is tomorrow. We're gonna let it set
okay.
good and
It's
everything
hot right now, I
else.
can tell.
Oh, it's hotter than hell in there with that.
I just
pillow.
been having some problems on social media site. You know how women are jealous of the rich life. And I got too many women wanting to get with me, and this just, I don't know what to say. It's just what it is.
They're cousins. Well, right, cuz? There
Yeah.
you go, man. That's it. All right, guys. Thanks for being along tonight. I appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful night. We got a beautiful pie. I'll give you one more look at it there. Good night, Joey D. And there she is. All heated out real good. Crust is well done on that.
It'll be strong.
It's going to be strong. Yep. It's
How
going to be sweet and strong.
many lemon pies have you made, Rosie?
Probably 30 or 40
30 or
over
40?
the years.
How many coconut
Yep.
pies?
This is the first time, probably 10 coconut pies.
10 coconut pies?
Yep.
So you made
This
lemons.
is the first time I've ever tried
Lemons
to
or
bake.
more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Thank you, Jerry. Thank
Rosie's
you, John.
taking orders if you want one for Christmas.
Thank
let
you,
her know.
Taylor.
It'll be $50. It takes her, what, an hour to make it?
2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes. 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you all for being here tonight. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. Chris, thanks for being around.
You're welcome.
Thank you for picking the lemons tonight. And
Yeah.
you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Woo!